Mr. DJ Rose, Verteezy, and C's. Welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap your seatbelt, go and sell our land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.
No More Black Tears podcast back again. We're back again. Check us out, man. So, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's good, people? Yeah, man. It's back to it. Another week, man. So,
We do it for our people, man. We do it for the people.
so first topic of the night, there was a video that was sent of a man saying you don't really know people until you see them in these different states. And the first one was money. Like, how are they with money involved? Are they generous? Are they stingy? How are they when they drunk? Do they say sober thoughts? Do they say drunk words? Are they friendly? Are they violent? And then the last state was, how are they when they're angry? Are they calm, cool, and collected? Or are they very irrational and do they lash out? What's y'all thoughts on what he had to say?
It's true in some senses, but I feel like there's more to it than just the simple three. Like, I feel like it was a real simplified version of it. Basically, I stand on this statement: you got to be around people at different times to see who they really are. Everybody got different sides. Just like, okay, somebody's loud or whatever when they're normal, but when they're mad, they shut the fuck up. You like, what's wrong with this nigga? You know what I mean? They don't say nothing. So I'd expanded to like 7, but it's like the base. Like, hey, there's a base. Like, yeah.
So what would be the extra ones that you would expand it to?
When they're struggling, usually what I say is like it's deeper. It's like other shit. It's just like time. Like, time is a thing, is a factor in knowing someone. Because it's like you can't just some people feel like you could read somebody off initial things, but it's like, nah, man, there's layers. I ain't trying to live in the damn straight, but there's layers to people. Like, nah, there's other shit you'll never see getting to know people. So, I mean, like, seeing them in the struggle, seeing them when they up, seeing them when they down, addition to seeing them when they're angry, different moments. It's like, see the full scope, see different moments. I don't think everybody. I think if people say like, "Oh, somebody's the same way with everyone 100% of the time," come on, that's not true. It's not. That'll never be true. You're the same way with everybody. Maybe like a small percentage of the population.
So let me ask this question. So you might not be the same way with everyone.
I mean,
but you're you.
Yeah. You're you. There's like certain factors, but it's just like, okay, somebody might be cheap with certain things. Like, you might have a friend like, oh, this motherfucking penny picture, but he spent money on fucking golf clubs or his car. You see him spend, but you see other shit. It's like the normal shit, like, oh, he does this, so like, motherfucker tight, or see somebody.
So is it just the fact that someone's penny pinching, or is it more so like we doing something together and you penny pinching? Because that's how I'm taking it. I'm taking it as you penny pinch it every time we get together.
You also got to see, okay, with that, it's like, where are they at? Like, were they always like this, or is it been a certain amount of time? So if you say, nah, I'm up, okay, cool, you got a point. Like, yeah, that can be a characteristic.
I feel like with all of these characteristics, you have to be around them, like you were saying, a certain length of time. I have to see it multiple times to say, no, this is how you are. because there's one-offs. Like that could just be a one-off time. But if we've been kicking it for like let's say 5 years, and if every time we get together you always penny pinching, I feel like I've seen it enough to know that that's what you do.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's fair. It's like when you see the pattern or you've seen it over time, it's like, yeah. But for the most part, I mean, yeah, it's a pretty true statement. I'm not saying I completely agree. I would actually add to it, like I said, but it's see the full scope. That's all I'm saying, because it's what you see, how they actually are, and what everybody else sees. It's I everybody might disagree, but shit, that's how I feel about it.
Okay. Before I go, when you said like it's how they actually are and was what I see, are we suggesting that this person put a mask on?
Everyone does.
Okay, cool.
I think, and it's just like, okay, how somebody is with this person, they gonna be different. Just like I said, it's not necessarily a mask. It's shit. Somebody be like, oh, every time we hang out, this one cheap. Oh, but this person, they go out, they blow fucking bags, or they.
And my question would be, why is that the case? Because, like I said, for me personally, I feel like for the most part, unless you're just a fake individual, but if you're a real individual, I feel like yeah, everyone might be different from other people, but Rose likes football, so when we get together, like we're gonna talk about football a lot. You like comics, so when we get together, we're gonna talk about comics a lot. So yeah, I might change certain things about me because my relationship with this person is this way, but I'm not changing who I am integrally. So I don't want it to be misconstrued
That's not what
that you're being a different person.
And that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying like, oh, this person's gonna do dirtbag shit with this person. I mean, this person's gonna do some shit they would not normally do. Basically, what I'm saying is they're gonna do that because they do that. They're not doing it because they're just with this person. What I'm saying, okay. They might not do it with this other person,
okay,
but they still do that shit. Yeah. It's just this other person.
You might not do coke.
Tag along.
You might do coke with your other homeboy.
Tag along. It's like, hey, this month we don't do coke, but it's case by case. I think it's more case by case basis, but for the most part, it's like, yeah, true. For the most part, it's true.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like he did a pretty good job breaking it down. I mean, to your point, you add more things? Like, yeah, you could add more things, but I think some of the things you would add would kind of be like subcategories of the main three that he just mentioned. Like, yeah, when people are angry, you get a glimpse into their personality. I think what it is with these three things is the mask comes off, like he said, because you're in a raw emotional state. So when you're angry, like, yeah, man, you might really see someone like actually be more genuine about how they feel about certain things. Like you might have friends who might say biting things. So I disclose information to Rose, and Rose might say some shit like, cause he angry, he might say some shit like, well, that's why you don't have a car. Like that kind of just lets me know, okay, bruh, you took that moment to try to put me down in a negative way because you was angry. So now I have to look at myself and be like, do you feel that way normally? But it doesn't come out normally. It just came out of that moment because you was just angry and you wanted to hurt me. Because not everyone processes anger the same way. Because there's some people who will shut down when they're angry. There's some people who will lash out when they're angry. There's some people who will be like, cool, we need to just stop this conversation and pick it back up. And I feel like each one of those things kind of lets you know something about that individual when they get to that point of that boiling point. And then when it comes to like the other two, like, someone being drunk, I try not to judge people too harshly when they're drunk. Because I feel like when you're drunk, it's not a rational state. And to be honest, I say this phrase to MJH all the time, there's no rhyme or reason to the shit. Like when you're drunk, sometimes there's just no rhyme or reason to why you did something or why you said something. You was just drunk and you just doing whatever. Like there are times where you being drunk will let you be more loose and you can't be as uptight as you normally are. So you will see, people be maybe more friendly, maybe more touchy-feely. maybe say I love you more, maybe release thoughts that they don't feel like they can release when they're sober. So you kind of do get that, but I don't take it to the extreme of because we got in an argument while you was drunk. That's the extent of our relationship. I don't look at it like that. I might look at it like this: when you're sober, you just let me have it all the time. But now that you drunk, you actually like, bro, come on, bro, man. Like, you just trying to walk all over me now, bro. I'm not finna go for that shit. Cause now you're drunk and now you don't have that same control to just say, I'm gonna let Vertizi just have it. You might feel the need to stand up for yourself, which you might not do when you sober. Which that doesn't mean that our relationship is fractured or fucked up. It just lets me know that because it could let me know something about myself of, well, this is what I'm doing to this person, and it takes them being drunk to actually let me know that I got bullshit going on that I need to check within myself. So like I don't like I said that out of all three of them, I'm the least harsh on drunkenness. I have friends who are very harsh on friends when they're drunk, and they're very judgmental on how people are in drunk states, and that's their preference. That's just not me personally. And then money, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm this is the one where I'm judging you the most because I feel like if we really boys and we really kicking it, I just feel like we should not be stingy with money, dog. I feel like if we go out somewhere, people shouldn't be tight with money. Long as we all got it. Let me make that very clear. Because you were saying, C's, about what about when someone's desperate or what about when someone's broke? If you broke, I feel like if we really friends, if we really boys, like, and I'm not trying to just put too much out there, but there's been plenty of times and Rose can co-sign if he feel like co-signing or whatever. Me and Rose done hung out and he just said, man, I ain't got it. And me, I'd have pulled up on Rose and be like, nigga, I ain't got it. I feel like we as grown men, if you got it, you got it. If you don't got it, you don't got it. I don't look at that as you being stingy. You not having it, to me, is not stingy. You not having it is just that. You don't have it. But for you to have it, and for us to do something, and for you to want me to carry the brand in, well, that's a problem to me, man. I feel like that's a character flaw. That's a character flaw in our friendship and our relationship. If we go to Limelight and you telling me we order 40 wings, 2 pitchers of beer, and that all comes up to $60 and it's 3 of us, and you telling me you don't want to chip in $20, or you're trying to find a way not to chip in $20 because it comes up to $60, I'm gonna look at you and be like, I don't know, man. I don't know. If we decide to pull up at Rose Crib and we decide to get a $50 bottle and everybody don't want to chip in $15+, I'm be real, y'all. I don't know, man. Like I'm gonna look at that kind of like, yo, why is you trying? Like I look at that as you trying to get over in the situation, and as a friend, why are you trying to get over on me? Like, why do you feel the need to? I'm gonna save my money and spend this nigga money. That's almost like some Debo shit from Friday. Like Debo, I thought you had some money. Yeah, but I want to spend red money. I don't want no friend like that that think that's okay. I want a friend that would be like, yo, bro, shit, man, I just got paid today. I know you don't get paid the next week, but I got you tonight. And I'd be like, nah, I can still, I got you tonight. You good. Like, I feel like in a real friendship, we shouldn't be keeping track of some of that monetary bullshit. We should be able to go back and forth. Like, there's been times I've been out in places, my card was locked, or I left my wallet somewhere, and I was like, yo, can you pay for this for me? And my friends covered me. There's been places where I had cash, they only took cash, my homeboy didn't have cash, and I took care of it for him, and I wasn't in his ear all night like, when you gonna cash at me? When you gonna Apple Pay me? When you gonna Zelle me? Like I just feel like, to me, that's the one out of all three that I'm the most judging you on, because I feel like people allow money to control their actions so much, and because of how I am as a person, I don't want to say this as if it's a um damn, I can't think of the word, as if I'm trying to just, be big boss or whatever. I don't give a fuck about money when I'm kicking on my people. Like, we just kicking it. I'm not thinking about yo, this costs this much or whatever. I'm just thinking like we having a good time and we chilling. And if it gets to a point where money becomes an issue between us, I just don't want to even deal with it no more because I feel like money should not be an issue between friends.
Angry, there's levels to it. Like you said, you said you didn't want to really say it was levels to one of the topics you was talking about, but people have different levels of anger. So it's like when people could be angry and still can think about what the words they're going to say. And sometimes people can be angry and just be uncontrollable. And that comes with different people and different things. Like when, you know what I'm saying, like fight or flight, you know what I'm saying? You're angry, you can fight or you can flight or you can run. It's just different things because you can be angry and be scared or it can be all kind of stuff when you're angry. So when people are angry, it all depends on like what's going on in a situation. I feel like before you can say this is really how you are. You know what I'm saying? Because it's people could be angry over the most pettiest thing, and you're just making a joke, and they get really angry. But so it's like it's just I think anger is just different. And well, but I'm also just about to combine all of them because when you put angry, drunk man with a lot of money all together,
I thought you were gonna say broke.
That's a dangerous combination.
Yeah, that is more dangerous than a broke nigga.
That's a dangerous conversation. You're angry,
throwing money in people's faces like, what you talking about?
Yeah, when you got money and you angry and you drunk,
I feel
that's a dangerous combination. I
feel like it describes someone, to be honest.
Ric Flair?
Nah,
that's a dangerous conversation.
I feel like it describes someone that we know.
That's dangerous, boy. Yeah, so they get that's almost you get uncontrollable. You know what I'm saying?
Sprinkle a little coke in there.
Yeah, so it's like, well, drunk people, man, and it's like you said, it's levels to being drunk. You know what I'm saying? You can be drunk and not be, and still function and say things and do stuff, but then you can be blackout drunk and don't remember anything you said.
And that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of more lenient. I like out of all three, the drunk one I'm like more lenient on.
So it's like it could just be anything because when you black out drunk, you don't even know what's going on. You're not even that. You're not even you.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not even a person. You're just floating.
Yeah.
So like, and with money, so I'm gonna take it as when not you not having money, but I'm taking it as when you have money. I guess with what he was saying. But when he said when money is involved.
Yeah, when money's involved, like we planning a trip, we going out of town, or we just going to the bar or something.
So when money is involved, you really find out. Well, I ain't gonna really say you can find out exactly who people really are, but you can find out what people really want to spend their money on, I guess, or what they like to do, or what they're not willing to spend their money on. But when it comes down to like, I understand what both of y'all were saying.
Explain that.
Because like, we all at the table, right? And there's nothing wrong with this computer. But Ortiz could be like, we need a new computer. And C's could be like, why we gotta get a new computer? There's nothing wrong with this one. And I could be like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with this one either. But Verti's like, no, but we need a new one because we had this one over 2 years. So after 2 years, we're supposed to get a new computer.
Okay,
or something like, you know what I'm saying?
I look at it more like we all have agreed on something, and now you're trying to be cheap. So we all have three of us agreed. This computer is crappy. Mm-hmm. For us to move on, we need a bit more new computer. There's no argument there, but C's don't want to chip in. Like that's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it like we all have agreed we want to go to the bar, we want to eat, we want to drink, but you don't want to chip in. Mm-hmm. I'm not looking at it like we dragging you to do something. I'm looking at it as no, we all want to do this. Yeah. For some reason, you always trying to find a way out of paying.
Yeah, that sucks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Like to me,
that's messed up.
That shows a character flaw.
Yeah.
Because I just don't like the concept of we all spend our money on different things. Because I feel like it's kind of like a cop out sometimes for some people. Like, yeah, I just don't like spending my money in the strip club. Bro, we all agree we're going to the strip club for New Year's Eve.
Yeah, you don't have to spend your money.
We all knew what it was.
But if we agreed on, we all go chipping on the section.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and
we
the bottles,
all agreed on this.
Then
now it's time.
You pay your money. You pay the money for the section and the bottles. What you throw is what you throw. That's on you.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't look at like we in Atlanta, for example, and I decide to eat seafood every day, but you eat McDonald's every day. I'm not gonna look at you no type of way. Because you just might not. Well, one, you allergic to seafood, but let's say you wasn't, you just don't want to eat seafood. I'm not gonna look at you no type of way. But once we done agreed to do some shit, and you want to do the shit, let me make this clear. Ain't nobody dragged you to. You want to do the shit, but you just trying to find a way out. That's when I'm like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, that's messed up. But so I can see where he was coming from. I can definitely see where it's coming from, but it's I do feel like you see like there's levels to it, but then at some point the levels at some point we all on the level ground. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta make a choice, but people are people, man. People feel some type of way some days they don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people can, and then people go through stuff. It's like people change too. So it's like they could be you last week they got angry and said some things, but then they realize what they said and they can come back and apologize about it. Or they'll say, you know what I'm saying, apologize for what they said. So does that not take away, does that still label that person, you know what I'm saying, that you thought that person was at the time when they was angry? Or if they was drunk and something happened but some things happen like when like you get drunk and you put somebody's face in the dirt and try to rape them. Like, that's crazy.
I'm sorry for what I did.
I'm sorry. I didn't really mean to do that, but you was asking for it. But it's like, does that make that person a bad person?
Yes, you trying to take some pussy, nigga. That's crazy, nigga.
But you was drunk. You didn't really know what was going on.
But to your overall point, I do agree. That's why I say I'm most lenient with the people being drunk.
Nah, but sometimes if you get drunk and you do some dumb stuff or crazy stuff, sometimes there's no coming back from that. It's like you go all be labeled that person. You know what I'm saying? In some people's eyes,
it just depends on how crazy it is.
Yeah, it's about crazy, like you rape somebody, or if you like,
this nigga took off
or you stab somebody, or yeah, like we all here playing cards. You go to the bathroom and you come up here butt naked, and like, and it's nothing but dudes in here, and like, dude, what you? Let's see stuff like that.
Nah, because it could even be a kickback.
No, man.
I'm saying, okay, if somebody gets drunk. Either way, somebody come out.
You would have to be on ecstasy for me to be like, I understand.
No. I'm not understanding that. It's like, why are you doing? All right, now I'm judging. I'm gonna tell
you why. Because you drunk, you're on ecstasy.
You willingly took it.
No, I mean, maybe someone spiked you. I don't know what happened, but I know ecstasy overheats people. So maybe you just got over hot and you took your clothes off.
Man.
Why is this nigga humping the couch?
I don't popped enough pills to know that ain't gonna happen. Like you was trying to do something crazy.
Why was you humping the couch, man?
Like you start messing with animals and stuff like that. Like, nah, bro.
Yeah, you're doing too much there. But overall, I do feel like
Jeffrey Dahmer, son of a gun.
I don't judge people that's drunk as harshly as the other ones, just because I feel like you're so far removed from your natural state. And I want to make sure I want to say this clear, because I didn't say this earlier. I have not been around all my friends when they've been super drunk. I've been around all my friends when they've been drunk, But I have friends who have the ability to not get super fucked up, so they'll kind of stop drinking. All I want to say is this: before we judge some people when they get fucked up, let's keep in mind what would you do in that same circumstance, because hey, if you get really fucked up, I just want to know: are you going to basically be an upstanding citizen the same way that you're expecting other people to be upstanding citizens? I think that's something very important to keep in mind when you're judging people that are drunk. Now, if every time you get drunk is an issue, now I feel like that's more of a problem of there's a character issue with inside yourself, not just the alcohol. Maybe it's, yo, bro, you need to chill on drinking. You're too drunk when we hang out. But like I said, I try to be lenient on that because I do understand alcohol can kind of bring out shit that you can't control necessarily because you just can't control some of them carnival thoughts. But as far as the money one, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not trying to make no one feel no type of way. I don't fuck with that shit. I don't respect that shit because we all work hard for our money. I'm a very fair person. I just feel like you don't respect me as a friend, as a man, if you think it's okay to spend my money and you save your money up. Because I feel like none of us is better than the other person. And if you one of those type of people, yeah, man, I don't know. I can't respect that kind of mentality of we finna always do something, but it's gonna be on these niggas' dimes and not mine. Unless we're in a situation where I'm Mike Vick and I'd have made it and I'm worth $1 million, then in that case, I'm gonna want to do the shit. But if we all regular niggas like we is at this moment, yeah, bro, I don't even see why you even think it's okay for just spend my fucking money.
I'm counting somebody else's pockets.
Yeah, I ain't gonna count no one else's pockets. I'm just saying me. If I got the money, then I'm okay being the big boss and spending all the money. If I'm the big roller. And most of my friends who've been around me, they understand that. Like it's been times where I've gotten a nice check and I basically took care of the night or whatever because that's my personality. Like I feel like we should want to be generous for people we care about. Did y'all have any more thoughts before we move on to TNT, y'all? So moving on to TNT.
Tears or no tears.
So there's many ways you can end up in a wheelchair. There was this lady, she was on a dating app, and on the dating app, she linked up with a man, and the man did not know she was in a wheelchair. And so they went on a date, and it was the way he was looking like this raggedy bitch.
Because he flew her out.
Oh, but I didn't know he flew out.
Yeah.
Time out. So he didn't have to get a special seat for her?
Well, he paid for the ticket. You know what I'm saying? When you pay for the ticket, I think they automatically put you where you go, don't they?
I don't know how it is for handicapped people.
I think sometimes, like, they still will make accommodations for you. You show up, like, you don't put it in, you show up. I still think they're supposed to give you an accommodation. So I don't think
I don't think you have to buy a handicapped seat. I don't think so.
Okay, I didn't know if maybe the seat's a little bit bigger for them, or maybe they're at a position or somewhere like they had to exit or whatever. Okay, I didn't know that part of it, man. But yeah. So he like Rose just said, he flew the bitch out too. I ain't got no tears, man. When you do online dating, you gotta expect whatever. You gotta expect the unexpected, bro. Like shit, you could be talking to a nigga. You thought this was a bad bitch, and you show up to Jessica's house, and it's Fred. And at that moment, that's when you got to be like, hey, bro, I'm just going to leave peacefully before you make me get up outside myself right now. So, hey, man, when you do that online dating, we could tell stories all night about online dating because, hey, that shit be fucked up. I done told y'all about how a bitch catfished me before. So online dating, you gotta be careful with that shit. That shit dangerous. If you need to FaceTime, and when you FaceTime, don't just ask for the face because these fat bitches like to just have upper body like where it's just their face. You need the full body pic and the full body FaceTime would have showed you, oh, this bitch legs broke. This bitch legs don't work.
Well, she was always laying in the bed. Retarded. She always laying in the bed.
That's when you got to ask her questions like, "Hey,
lift your leg up."
Nah, can you go get a glass of water for yourself? I want to see you drinking some water.
Man.
Be specific, like, oh, write this on the sign.
Hey, bro, I used
Do
to,
10 jumping
hey,
jacks.
bro, I used to text hoes crazy shit when they used to send me pictures. Hey, send me a picture of you wearing a red hat throwing a peace sign up.
Yeah.
I need specifics.
That still ain't got nothing to do with her being in the wheelchair.
Oh, no, I'm just saying me. Like that wheelchair, that was some new shit. Like this is I didn't even think to even ask to see if a bitch legs were working or if they was even there.
Yeah, man. I ain't got no tears, man. The girl didn't look bad, but the way they made it seem like he didn't know, and he kind of seemed like he didn't really know because he was kind of looking kind of agitated, and he was pushing her. I would be, I ain't gonna lie, I'd probably be mad though. I would probably be mad. I would probably still go through with the weekend or the date, but then after that, it's gonna be kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? Well, she can't kick no rocks because she's in the wheelchair, so she will have to throw rocks.
She can push them, roll over.
Yeah, she will have to throw some rocks. She will have to skip some rocks so they can't kick them. But I would feel some type of way if that was beef too, man. If I was him, because I ain't signed to be no caregiver. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get it from the standpoint for like, somebody's in a situation where maybe it's hard to meet people. Like, she doesn't look bad. So I ain't gonna lie. Take it down, roll around for a little bit, maybe for the weekend, and then after that, it's like, I ain't gonna be mad. I would have just had a conversation like, hey, you could have told, we always say to be up front. Like, shit, just be like, yo, hey, yeah, I'm in a wheelchair. You know how people, like, there's so many Instagram posts where chicks be like, hey, I'm deaf. People be like, hey, I'm deaf. Hey, I can't do this. I'm missing mine. Be a bad bitch. Got one nub arm. She'd be like, hey, guys. Well, so, I mean, it's not, I wouldn't be mad. Some people will, but this is be up front, man. I'm still going to roll around. That's all.
Y'all remember the one lady stripper in Augusta?
I remember you and Juice Man was telling me about it, but I never experienced that. Yeah. But I heard from other people she was bad.
Well, I guess she did. I just could never get over the fact that she only had one leg, so I couldn't really look at her. So it's like, oh, she only got one leg. I don't want to just keep staring at her. But she wasn't ugly though. Yeah, that's correct. She wasn't ugly. I can't call her bad when she only got 1.5 legs. So.
God damn.
Hey man. I can't call her bad.
I mean, at least
she in a bad situation now.
Dang. At least it wasn't like a Deuce Bigelow situation where you thought she had 2 legs, you trying to have sex, and then you pull a leg off by accident. Man, speaking of accommodation, so at this high school, I'm assuming it was a high school because it looked like it was older, but at this school, this black substitute teacher went in the bathroom, the staff bathroom. And a white male teacher followed the black male substitute teacher into the bathroom and was trying to ask him questions. Now, from the way the description was, the description said that, the white male teacher was standing directly behind the black substitute teacher asking who he was, and they came out the bathroom, and it became like, yo, this is weird, bro. Why is you doing this? Why you didn't ask me who I was once I left the bathroom? And the white teacher said, hey, I was trying to make sure you wasn't a student. This is our policy. They had a meeting with the principal, the assistant principal, and the other teachers. All the teachers seemed like they was on the side of the white male teacher. The principal, who was a black woman, even said, like, yeah, this is the policy we have, is to make sure we check to make sure students aren't going in the bathroom, the staff bathroom, and stuff like that. And they sent the substitute teacher home, the black substitute teacher home, for the rest of the day, just to basically decrease any more confusion, disturbances. C's, what's your thoughts on this?
Man, I got tears, man. You don't ever follow no grown individual into a bathroom. I don't give a damn. You just let them go into the bathroom or confront them before they go there. It's like, you gonna follow somebody, they got their private parts out. You should have turned around and pissed on them. I mean, but then he would have caught an assault charge and public indecency, whatever. But the nerve of you to have the nerve and audacity of you to do that shit. It's like, I get it. Have you ever been to the teacher's lounge by mistake or ended up somewhere where teachers hang out outside of the classroom, they look at you like, who the fuck is this? Like, whose man's is this? Who the fuck is this nigga right here? You supposed to be in? No, most teachers are like, yo, they stop it immediately. As soon as you walk in, they're like, Johnny, what the fuck are you doing in the teacher's lounge? So, I mean, and for the school, like, come on, man. Y'all got to do some type of punishment, reprimand. Like, come on, like, diffuse the situation better than you did. Because that shit is like, he's obviously not a fucking kid. So, I mean, you had time to stop him before he went to the bathroom. Like, once you cross the threshold of the bathroom, you got your penis out facing the damn urinal, and you got somebody behind you fucking trying to have a fucking conversation. It should have stopped right there. Like, fuck all that. Tears, bro.
Yeah, I got tears too because he was in the bathroom and dudes behind him. That's some messed up stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's some messed up stuff. I don't see anything wrong with him questioning him, but don't be talking to me. You can question me all you want, but don't be questioning me while I'm taking a piss. Don't even talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't come near me. You know what I'm saying? I'm already a shy pisser, and now you messing up my stream. Now I can't piss because you behind me talk to me. You know, like, that's almost like some sexual harassment kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I understand both sides of the situation. But no, you don't come up to me bothering me while I'm trying to take a piss. Ortiz?
Yeah, man. You were saying borderline sexual. That is sexual harassment, man. Like, because once I pull my dick out, man, I'm exposed, bro. And you're not even supposed to be engaging me while I'm exposed and all that extra shit, bro. Like, I thought it was weird because I know me and MJ discussed it, and we was trying to go over different scenarios. Like, well, what if it was a regular sized bathroom? And I said, well, shoot, if it was a regular sized bathroom, he can be in the bathroom, he can even possibly talk to me, but he can't be standing directly behind me the way it was described. He need to be like on the other side of the bathroom or by the window or by the sink or something. But him standing directly behind me, like within arm's reach, basically, while I'm got my dick in my hand, that's some weird shit, bro. I don't like that. Now, if it's a bathroom in the sense of it's just a single star bathroom, why is you even following me in here? That's crazy in of itself. But I thought the craziest part, which no one really talked about, like, you know, what like the excuse was he thought this was a student. So let's just assume this is high school. So it's okay for a grown man to follow a 16, 15, 14-year-old minor into a bathroom while they're exposed and be trying to talk to them. Like, to me, I would have had, if I was the principal, I would have been like, yo, Fred, what the fuck you got going on, nigga? Come on, you can't be doing that. Like, if I'm a parent of that student, if I'm a parent, I'm like, yo, bro, y'all need to check this teacher out, bro, because this nigga got some other shit going on. I just thought that was weird. So I definitely got tears, man, because, you know, sexual assault is definitely real. Like, some of these teachers be doing some wild shit, bro, and I know I said this to MGH. We do not take sexual assault serious when it comes to men, and this is and when we make it seem like shit like this is okay, we're contributing to that, and that's something that we need to do. We need to do a better job in society because there are plenty of men who be sexually harassed and sexually assaulted by other men in spaces they should be comfortable in. That teacher probably should have got fired, but there was a question posed online. Would you rather be fired before work or after work?
Quick and easy, baby. I got tears. Quick and easy. You already made me drive to this motherfucker. Fire me when I first walk in a fucking building, because I guarantee you, if you work any job where you doing, you ain't got to say you got to do physical labor, but if you do, most of the time they be doing this shit at physical labor job. Warehouses, flight line, mechanic shops. You gonna let me drive my ass all the way to fucking work. Work a whole day. I'm already tired. Might be stressed. Done made y'all fucking money. Y'all ain't paid me yet for the full fucking day yet. So just, if you're gonna do it, give me my check in my fucking hand before for somebody to spend to 16 hours somewhere and you to fire them at the end of the fucking shift is fucked up. Cause yeah, they're gonna be mad if you tell them from the jump, like, hey, you're here's a layoff, you get fired, we're letting you go, but we still want you to finish off the shift. Most people are gonna be like, nah, fuck y'all, fuck this, fuck this shit. I'm going home, nigga. Like, why the fuck did you even fucking have me drive with you? You should have just fucking called me and I could have not wasted my fucking time, because it's literally disrespectful because you're wasting their fucking time. And then it's like, whatever you are gonna pay them, you've already recouped it with their work. Honestly, like warehouses, nurses, it'd be fucked up for somebody to be, especially like somebody like a nurse. Imagine a nurse is on a 12-hour shift. At the end of the shift, they say, "Oh, you're fired." I just done spent a fucking 16-hour fucking shift. Somebody flipping some shit out. So people ain't wrong when they flip shit. It's like, come on, man, have some, not even have compassion. Just be fucking tell people, man, fuck it, don't waste your time.
Yeah, man. I mean, if I'm gonna get paid for the shift, I mean, you can find me afterwards, man. I mean, that way I can still get my little money or whatever, and I'm cool. If I'm not gonna get paid for the shift, I'd rather get fired before the shift, man. But since most jobs is not necessarily like salary based, and I'm gonna get paid if I go to work, yeah, man, I don't mind getting fired once I work my little shift, long as it's not a job I hate. If it's a job I hate, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The money, I probably don't give a fuck about the money, man. So, no tears.
Yeah, no tears. If I don't want to come to work, if this gonna be my last day, no. If it's gonna be, if I'm choosing it to be my last day, I'll come. But if you choosing it to be my last day, then I ain't coming. So make sure you let me know before I get there. Cause I could have did some other stuff instead of wasting my time coming up here and knowing this will be my last day.
So let me ask a question. They fire you after you done worked a 12-hour shift or 10-hour shift. Do you just get your check and go? Do you do you turn up? How do you respond?
It depends on where I'm at and what type of shit I've been dealing with. Cause it's like, if the day was fucked up and it's been fucked up from the get-go or from the jump, and it's been fucked up and you've had meetings and sit downs and shit and talk to people, and they was like, blowing smoke up your ass.
Let's say it's a job you hate and it's been one of them days.
And it's been bullshit the whole time. Flip that shit, man. I'm not gonna do it. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, it matters if it's a bridge or it ain't a bridge. If this is a bridge job, then nah, I ain't gonna do nothing. But if
this is a job you don't plan to go back to, and it's not gonna lead to no other opportunities.
Burn that shit down.
Yeah,
burn it down.
I might go out like half baked. Might go out like Caesar on Bath Bait. F you cool. F you too. I'm out.
Hey man, you was talking about if I choose for it to be my last day. Normally, when you choose for a job to be your last day, you are celebrating because you own a bigger and better things. So Mike Epps was on Jim Jones' podcast, and they was talking about, Mike Epps said we need to stop celebrating people coming home from prison. I want to say there was a particular rapper they was talking about that came home this week.
Max B.
Okay, Max B. That's who it was, because he came home this week. And don't he got a relationship with Jim Jones?
Not anymore.
Not anymore, but he used to have, they used to make music together.
Yeah. He was a major. So, hey, if you're in the know, particularly people from the Northeast, New York, Philly, whatever, Max B had his little thing. He was mostly an underground rapper, but he had his little wave. Got locked up for a long time. Released music, still in prison, So, I mean, he's got his own following. Honestly, a lot of people will credit him for Jim Jones's come up, especially with the collaboration, style, et cetera, et cetera. Long story short, but yeah, them niggas got beef. We talked last night. I said, it's a great topic. I think this is how the conversation's going to go. It's gonna be 3 sides or 4. It might be 4 or 5 sides to the story, but it's basically like, we don't need to celebrate nobody for failing. If you go to prison, that means you got caught, or you are a loser, or you did something you weren't supposed to do. You got caught. Then somebody's gonna say, "Hey, this is the problem. What's wrong with the black community? We don't celebrate when people get jobs, somebody graduates, or positive things. And then somebody's gonna be like, nigga, what do you mean? We do that. Black people turn into a lot. We celebrate a lot of things. So I mean, yeah, that's I will also, and then my other point of view I was gonna say was we can't celebrate someone changing their life for the better. Maybe they've done a 20-year bid. They have a second chance at life. Maybe, maybe they have fucking changed. They've been in the cage for the last 15 years. Maybe they did change. Do people deserve second chances? Not everybody. Maybe they do. And then some people might feel like, hey, nah, nigga, you did the crime. You deserve to be locked up forever or whatever. Like the stigma sticks with you. So.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears, but I think I can't say what point he was trying to make, but from my thing of probably what he was trying to say was like you committed murder, like you shouldn't be celebrated because of things that you did. Now we can be happy that you're home, but as far as you coming out and being celebrated you can be celebrated by your family and your friends, but as far as society
or like fans, like
like I don't think that those people should be celebrated. Like I feel I don't know if he was going that way, but if it was me, that's how I feel. Like yeah, your family and your friends, they can be happy that you're out and things like that. But as far as you becoming a role model,
you being celebrated
like praise, like, but you's a murderer.
So like example, like let's say this top of the dome, quickest person I can think of, Dirk. Like if Dirk gets free, and people are like, "Oh, Dirk's free," and we're like, "Nah, this nigga beat a murder charge. He killed somebody. Why are we celebrating?"
But if you beat a charge, that's different.
Or
but if you could get convicted of a crime, like, and then people are and then people are celebrating you, and now people are looking up to you, like, oh yeah, I want. Because when people start celebrating, that's when you start becoming known, and you might not be a role model, but you become a role model. People want to be like, kids want to be like you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People want to be like you. So it's like
become someone to aspire to, man. Yeah. Like for me, man, the only people that I feel like should be celebrated from coming home from prison, man, Dr. King, Malcolm X, Nelson Mandela, like people that actually was on the front lines fighting for something bigger than themselves. And there was a system in place. Like those people should be celebrated coming home from prison, man, because they was in prison unjustly. But for those who are committing crimes, who are terrorizing the community, a phrase that Rose has said many times on the pod, those people should not be celebrated, because what it does is it set a bad example for a lot of the youth in our communities, for them to think that, I might not be able to graduate college, I might not be able to get a good job, but guess what? If I go out here and I do some dirt or whatever, I'm going to be able to come back home or whatever, and people are going to praise me. Now, like you said, your family can be happy that you came back or whatever, and that's perfectly fine. But as far as the community necessarily celebrating you, unless you did something in prison that benefited people in terms of like you created programs, you benefited the community, like you did something to show that you changed, and you advocated for like, hey, we need to stop some of the gang violence and all this other stuff, then I can see you being celebrated. But just you did the 15-year bid and now you home, I don't see what the fuck is we celebrating. We celebrating the fact that you set your ass down 15 years and probably was doing some gay shit. I don't know what we celebrated, man. So I definitely have tears, because it is too many black people that celebrate people coming home from prison. And I do want to say this. I know this ain't part of the topic directly. Man, y'all niggas get the fuck off Facebook, Instagram, and all online saying free this person when y'all know people that did the shit that they, got locked up for doing. Stop saying free niggas that you know is guilty of shit, man. Like, I'm tired of seeing that shit. And Rose was the first person to say that on the pod. Stop saying free niggas that y'all know is guilty, bro. Moving on to, a generational discrepancy. So on the Joe Budden podcast, they was talking about, the young hoes and the old hoes, and it was basically said that the younger hoes have way more bodies than these older hoes. What's your thoughts on this, C's?
And I I don't have any tears. They all got bodies, man. They hoes. Young hoe turns into old hoe. Is the equation correct? Yes. Young hoe, old hoe was once a young hoe. Young hoe gonna get old.
Yeah, but these young hoes is different though.
I mean, there might be more out there. The common denominator, but okay. But to the conversation, are we talking about the part where it's like old, young?
Well, yeah,
We touching that.
No, we talking about these older hoes compared to these younger hoes. That's the conversation. Yeah. These hoes that's older now compared to these young hoes.
Like, so we're talking about a hoe that's 35 and up. 40. That's an old hoe
compared to a bitch that's a hoe that's 18 to 25.
Yeah,
they wilder because it's like they got more access. Back in the day, a couple years ago, 10, 15 years ago, you didn't have OnlyFans and all this other stuff. So now they're getting money just off the internet. They're able to do more access. There's more Tricks International. You know, you can go to a different country easy and get tricked on. So, I mean, they got more access. Of course, they're going wild. It's like, it goes back to they ain't never had this money, so what they supposed to do? And then y'all old hoes didn't teach these young hoes how to act.
Man, stop that, bro. Stop that, man. Because you trying to make it seem like all these hoes getting paid. Not all these hoes getting paid, bro. Some of these hoes is just being hoes
That's
to be
where they
hoes.
fucked up at.
No, stop that shit, bro.
That's
what makes them like they getting paid, bro. Like, we not talking about 304.
We're not talking about prostitutes.
Like if you out here getting paid to sell that pussy, man, salute to you. Get your money, be safe. We talking about these hoes that's out here
getting ran through.
That's fucking a whole crew.
That's getting ran through.
That's fucking a whole crew.
Because it's fun.
Just for the clout. No, for the clout.
Because it's fun.
Just for the clout. Just to say they did it. We talking about these hoes that's married and then would kick it and they husband at home and they all on a whole group of friends. We talking about them type of hoes, bruh. Like, nigga, these young hoes is different, nigga. These young, like, nigga, I fucked with hoes when I was younger. When I was in my 20s, full disclosure, but easily fucked with hoes. And a time was had. But let me tell you, I can only imagine if you could have made me 22 again in this generation, I was putting the Wilt Chamberlain numbers back in the day. Nigga, I would have crushed his numbers, man. Cause these hoes out here be fucking on the first link. They be fucking for shit that don't even matter. They be sucking dick. These hoes out here will fuck with you and a homeboy. Nigga, I had one hoe without going into too much detail, man, both me and a homeboy had fingers all in her. Like, these hoes is different, bro. These young hoes is different, man. And it's tears because, you know, the generation, man, the words of Adrian Broner, we getting cooked.
Yeah, man. This generation is over sexualized. Like, back in the day, you can meet a girl and she could be a hoe, but she didn't want everybody to know. But now
they proud hoes.
They proud of being a hoe. They want everybody to know that they're a hoe. Like, oh yeah, him? Oh yeah, I can get him easy. I done hit him. Yeah, I done hit. Oh yeah, I hit him and his daddy and his uncle.
You heard that phrase that hoes be saying online? Niggas is easy.
Yeah.
What you mean niggas is easy?
Like, so that hoes nowadays, yeah, I believe they do have more bodies than, because back in the day, you could probably get a hoe, but she wasn't trying to be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? It's like back in the day, hoes got tricked into being hoes.
Exactly.
Now,
or they came from fucked up situations where they just was looking for attention.
Yeah. So, but now, hoes want to be. Well, young girls want to be hoes.
Man, you got hoes that's coming from 2-parent households, Rose and C's, 2-parent households, and they choosing to be hoes, dog. I don't think people understand that, y'all.
Like, I don't know what's wrong with them.
Like, some of these hoes don't have a car note. When I was in my 20s, before we move on, when I was in my 20s, some of the hoes that was like 22, 23, same age as me, bro, they was paying bills and shit, or they was struggling, so they was hoes by necessity. Man, I done met hoes the last couple of years like, but damn, your daddy pay your car note, and you out here just sucking random dick? That's crazy. I don't know what's wrong with these young hoes. What's wrong with these hoes, y'all?
What's wrong with them?
So this segment is gonna be entitled "Know Your Worth, Kings." So there was a dude who went on a date with a chick, and there's a picture of the chick she got a piece of steak, she just eating it straight off the plate. So the woman texts the dude saying, "Hey, where you at? You've been gone for a long time. Are you okay?" He said, "Man, I left, man." She said, "You gonna pay for the food?" "Man, I paid for my food." She was like, "Hold up, bro. This ain't fair, man. I only went on this date because I was gonna get a free meal. I ain't got the money to pay for this. You got to cash at me." He said, "Man, I ain't cash at you shit, man. You disgust me. The way you don't know how to eat a steak properly, you eat it like you a goddamn animal, man." he said, "Good luck, you big rabbit teeth hoe." Hey, man. Hey, bro, I'm gonna say this right here. It's two hoes in this situation. The bitch is a hoe because I told MGH and C's this. Had she responded with some class and dignity, in the words of the Mac, we can handle this like gentlemen, or we can handle this like other shit. Had she just said, "You know what? You could have just showed me how to eat the steak. I ain't never really been to a nice place. I ain't never really ate steak like this at no restaurant like this. Dang, that's cool, but I'm gonna pay for my meal." I would have felt more sympathy for her. But for her to respond saying, basically, "I was using you to get a free meal, you a hoe. Y'all hoes need to stop doing that. This is the problem. Y'all go on these dates thinking y'all can get a free meal, but you ain't got no money, y'all, because y'all broke. And then this shit happens, and now y'all trying to figure out, damn, I'm either going to have to suck some dick or I'm going to be washing dishes tonight." But as far as the dude, yeah, man, I don't really like what he did, man. I'm just, this is me personally. I don't like judging people off of the fact that they might not do certain shit that you think they should do. Because not everyone have the same life skills. Not everyone is, versed the same way. Like bruh, he could have literally, I'm just saying, have we not seen the movie Pretty Woman? I know you shaking your head, but in the movie Pretty Woman, the dude had to teach the bitch how to do certain things in elegant society. So I feel like, yo, if this bitch is eating escargot or eating steak or whatever, you could be like, "Yo, man, this is the proper way to do it. This is how you cut your meat. This is how you eat it or whatever." And then if she's still just eating like she a rabid animal, then it's like, "Okay, bitch, I tried to give you some culture. You uncultured swine. Now I got to move on." But you got to at least try to see, like, yo, so not everyone come from the same environment and know exactly, like, oh, this is the salad fork and this and that. So I just personally wish that he would not have just abandoned her and would have just addressed it to see, like, yo, maybe she grew up in the hood. And maybe, I'm just saying, that could be her first time eating steak ever. I don't know.
Bertizzi, what the fuck, dude? Okay, this bitch, from what I'm imagining, I seen the photo. The bitch literally Flintstone this shit. So the next thing I'm imagining in my head is, remember that scene from White Chicks?
Yeah.
Where Marlon's, just imagine it's an actual female. The bitch is grubbing down. Not to that level, but she eating like that. Nigga, it's 2025 about to be 2026. You know how to use a motherfucking fork and a motherfucking knife. Yes, you can pick it up. You can pick up a pork chop and eat it. When you got the shit hanging like this, take a bite, put the shit down. Why the fuck are you like a fucking caveman? Bitch, you're sitting at the table like a fucking caveman.
Because she's probably used to eating pork chops.
I'm saying, even homeless people have forks and knives, damn it. Homeless people have forks and knives.
I'm just saying, a lot of ghetto bitches, when they eat pork chops, they grab that shit by the bone and they eat it. They don't cut it up like you and me do. They just eat the pork chop.
I'm saying it's a certain one. Even then,
so y'all cut the pork chop up, or y'all just grab it?
It depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I do the pork chop up.
The thin ones.
I don't. It's just a pork chop. I don't eat pork chops anymore. But when I used to eat pork chops,
now sometimes I do cut the pork chop up.
I eat it like a piece of chicken.
The small ones, the small thin ones, yes. But the bigger ones, like the ones you gotta.
I'm not a big pork chop person. It depends on how I'm feeling that moment. Sometimes I do cut it up.
But I mean,
Yeah, like a fried pork chop, you eat it like
Any
chicken.
fried, baked, whatever,
But-
I cut it up.
Yeah, so
I'll cut it up and I'll just mix it with my rice or whatever. I don't just pick it up.
fried, I'll pick it up and eat. But certain things, but I'm like, come on, steak. I'm like, it's like there's a certain level, like just.
That's what I'm saying. You expect her to treat steak differently than pork chop. She could be a hood bitch. They're the same thing to her.
At least looking around and be like, for a second, try to accumulate yourself. Like, okay, what's this nigga doing? Oh, he's got a fork and knife. Oh, could you cut
You
this?
expect her to have critical thinking skills?
That probably could be like, hey, can you cut this for me?
Once
This
again,
is a
you
little-
expect to have critical thinking skills.
That's why she was fucking washing dishes or where she was at. But it's like, come on, this shit. Come on, you know how to do certain shit. If you don't know, just fucking ask. It's not that fucking embarrassing. But you see, the bitch is she's obviously ungrateful too. Miss out on her whole fucking steak and you eat like a fucking savage. So I mean, hey, she's where she's supposed to be at. Let her run free back to the wild. You know.
yeah, she was wilding with that because you definitely got to use the knife to cut the steak, and like, yeah, that's just. Yeah, because usually when you pick up something, usually it either has a bone in it or something. You pick it up by the bone, but not straight meat. You know what I'm saying? But I can understand picking up a piece of the meat, but the whole porterhouse or New York strip, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? No, porterhouse got a bone, so you pick up a New York strip and you just biting on it. That's the issue.
I would hate to see her eat crab legs, man. Hot damn, she probably eat the shell and everything.
She probably once again, you talking about an uncultured person that probably ain't used to having
What
shit.
the fuck you mean? I know people in the hood that don't have, they'll bust some crab legs down.
Yeah, man, just know your word. But I feel like he felt like he was better than that, and she was beneath him. So he did what he thought was right. He left her there. He didn't try to embarrass her or anything. He paid his portion and he left. But he ain't have to.
He did embarrass her. That nigga knew she couldn't pay for that shit. That was embarrassing her.
Nah,
She embarrassed herself.
That's she came there with no money. She embarrassed herself. Her parents should have told her, "Buddy, you always come there with a pocket full of something. Don't ever be SOL."
Yeah, she definitely was SOL, man. And this final topic, there was a lot of people that was SOL, man. So there was a clip from a podcast. They was talking about who was right out of Captain America and Iron Man. So we decided to extend it for the Civil War. And we broke it down in 3 categories. So in the first one is, in the original comic book, are you Team Cap or Iron Man in terms of the registry? Now, for those who don't know, the registry was basically the superheroes had to actually register and they could no longer have secret identity. So people like Spider-Man had to reveal to the world that they was Peter Parker and so on and so on. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, who was you Team Iron Man or Team Cap? And for full disclosure, Team Iron Man felt like the superheroes should register and Team Cap felt like the superheroes shouldn't.
I don't want to overstep and jump too fast. Are we talking about who was right specifically?
Who was right on the registry?
Just the registry.
We're going step by step.
Okay. Team Cap. I'm not registering shit. Nigga, I used to be a spy or a vigilante. Nigga, these people don't need to know that. Just know that I'm saving y'all. That's all y'all need to know. When I put on this mask, don't worry about who's behind the mask. Just know that they saved you. That's it.
Yeah, I'm Team Cap on that one. You know what I'm saying? Team Black Cap. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't need to know who you is, because that's when the funny jokes come out, and not the funny joke, but the jokers, literally, when people try to attack you, you know what I'm saying? People want to just live their life and have their other life on standby. So I'm Team Cap on the registry. I ain't down the registry. Because some people can do it. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that, but everybody shouldn't have to do it.
Yeah, man, I'm Team Cap, but the same way you said, man, I feel like the heroes need to have their secret identities because they need to protect themselves and their families. I don't understand, like, why it would be safe and okay for them to reveal their secret identity. Like, what about Mary Jane? And what about Aunt May? Like, shoot, Peter Parker got to protect the people close to him too, don't he? Like, shit, man, the Green Goblin gonna start fucking with them niggas, man. So yeah, I felt like the registry was kind of like stupid in the comic book for them to kind of like say, yo, some superheroes need to give it a secret identity. Now, I will say this. I understand why Iron Man felt that way because he didn't have a secret identity. So he felt like, nigga, I'm a public figure, so it shouldn't matter. But let's be realistic. Iron Man was a billionaire. So when you're a billionaire, you got security and all this other stuff. So do you really care about having a secret identity? You can kind of protect yourself and the people you love, to be honest.
Yeah, like Cap didn't have one.
Yeah, but Cap worked for the government too.
That's what I'm saying. He was
all the
already
people
out
he
there.
cared about was pretty much dead because Cap was like 100 years old technically.
Yeah, I can understand. Only way I can understand the registry if all the family members, like if they all lived in a central location.
Yeah.
Like all the heroes lived in a central location,
like
all their family.
And they all got like Secret Service protecting them. So you ain't just got random, attacks and stuff going on. And then, what about the aspect of celebrity? Like someone like Peter Parker, who technically, for those who don't understand, Peter Parker was in high school when he became Spider-Man. What if you don't want to be a celebrity? What if I just wanted to do good for the neighborhood and now I'm a celebrity and I can't just walk down the street?
It literally defeats the purpose of secret identities or like being a hero. Wearing like why even wear a mask at that point? Why wear the mask or why wear the costume? Just be out grocery shopping. You see a car fly by, start fighting.
Exactly.
Like
so with the second one, we're gonna go to the movie, and the movie Civil War. There was no registry. It was about the government controlling the actual Avengers team and deciding when the Avengers should be deployed, where they should go, and when they should attack, and when they should basically intervene in certain stuff. And Iron Man felt like the government should control them. They should work for the government directly and only basically be utilized when the government felt like it was necessary. And Cap felt like, nah, I don't want the government to control where we go and where we shouldn't go.
I'm kind of split on that one. I am going to pick a side. I'm getting to it. Like the government does have to be involved with these situations. Like anything you've seen, how the shit backfired, obviously, because the niggas got infiltrated. Was Winter Soldier before or after this? Before, right? It was just after.
Yeah, Winter Soldier was after this.
After this?
No, Winter Soldier happened before this.
So remember, the government already got infiltrated by damn Hydra. So I mean, with it, we've seen this. We've seen this in other movies where the government tries to control, and there's somebody either in the government or somebody attached to the government that has power, and they're gonna try to use it to say, "Hey, go attack them," or "This is our enemy." And we see this in real life where some government official is like, "Hey, we need to attack this country because they have something we're interested in, or we just don't like them. Like, hey, we need to be on the face of against Iran. Why are we against Iran? Oh, because they said they want to kill Americans. Why do they say they want to kill Americans? Different things. So it's like a form of control. I don't feel like the government, certain levels of control, but if somebody wants to go off and say, like, let's say the city's ruined, right? New York City, ruined, right? It gets attacked. You're going to have your people, Captain America, the Avengers, whatever. But there's also some other hero. I'm trying to think of a random hero. Namor wants to fucking come out the ocean and save New York. He should be allowed to do that shit because he just saved the world. So without having to be bow down to the fucking government, whatever government, shield, whatever. So, I mean, yeah.
Okay. And who pays for the destruction?
Oh, that shit gonna pay for itself.
Okay.
It's like people died. Yes. Shit got ruined. Would you rather be under tyrannical control of fucking Thanos or somebody, or would you rather pay for this fucking $1 million building?
Cool. So you team Cap?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm team Cap on that one too. Just for the simple fact of living in America, the government too corrupt. But for me to allow the government to just dictate, when we should act, when we shouldn't act, Like just with our U.S. military, we just seen the U.S. government do some crazy shit the last 35, 40 years in terms of some of the places they decided to invade, some of the places they did decide to invade. Like I understand Tony, like it felt like Tony really just wanted his conscience to be clear, to be honest. Like he didn't want to have to deal with, yo, we went here, somebody died, that was innocent because we was fighting whatever we was fighting. He wanted his conscience to be clear to know that where the government sent me here, I'm just a government employee. I'm just doing what I'm told. Whereas Cap was more so like, yo, I don't want to put us in a situation where we're doing something per the government's orders that's not right civilly, that's not a civil duty, that's not right morally, or we're being told not to do something. Kind of similar to I know me and Rose saw the new Superman movie, and spoiler alert for those who haven't. Like, there was this whole thing throughout the movie about the U.S. government getting, trying to take over another country, and them being mad that Superman was getting involved and stopping some of the shit that was going on there, feeling like, oh man, he's a U.S. citizen. You shouldn't get involved in this. Like, you should let this country get taken over. Like, I feel like that's kind of the argument that Cap was making. Like, yo, I don't want to be used to just invade Iraq because they got oil and quote unquote weapons of mass destruction and just terrorize innocent civilians because the government's telling me we should do this. Like, I want to actually go places where it's like we can actually do the most good and be helpful or whatever.
Yeah, I feel this part right here was like, because Cap was Cap. He was in the army. He was part of the military, and he still works for them. But now he don't want to do it. But that's where he got his name from, Captain America. But my thing is, why does the government, the U.S. government, have to have control of these people? Because some of these people ain't even U.S. citizens. Like Black Panther, he from, you know what I'm saying, Wakanda. And like, but you want trying to control everybody? No, y'all can't control everybody. Now the world, now they have like, how they had those world meetings and things like that.
Yeah, the UN.
So it's like maybe it could be some kind of something like that when they just protect the Earth, like Captain Earth, or you know what I'm saying. But as far as just a government controlling them, nah, I ain't with all that. But Cap, that's what Cap did his whole career. And all of a sudden now you want to turn back on what you did your whole career. That's the only thing I don't agree with, because literally that's what you did. That's where you came from.
Yeah, I think that stems from what C's was saying about Hydra invading the government. That kind of gave Cap trepidation of, I don't know, can we trust the government? Because Hydra, this thing I've been fighting for so long, they've infiltrated the government itself.
Yeah, so I don't, and like as far as that, because it's just everybody ain't from here. You know what I'm saying? So now if it's the world controlling them, or if the world,
so it would have been the United Nations, it would have been better.
If everybody's involved, but everybody ain't involved with the United Nations.
So like if all the governments would have been involved, like they would have had a panel of like, yo, we tell y'all when to do shit.
What? I don't think you can tell a god when to do anything.
Like tell Thor, like, hey nigga, you can't.
So nah, but
nah, they can. You can't go to Egypt and stop that hurricane unless we tell you to.
Yeah, you can. They can give recommendations. But no, they can't tell them metahumans what to do. You can't tell Loki, no, you can't do this.
You will tell the Hulk he can't jump on the building.
I don't know. They arrested them niggas at the end of that shit, but they arrested them niggas at the end of the movie.
Yeah, they ain't stay locked up long. They got out.
And that's because Cap busted them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got out.
Yeah, they did get out.
One way or another.
Hey, so that's my thing. Like, nah.
So the final one was involving Bucky. So on the actual podcast, they were saying like, should Cap have let Iron Man get the one-on-one with Bucky because Iron Man found out that Bucky killed his parents. He remembered it and everything. Should Iron Man have got that one-on-one with Bucky?
I think he should have been able to beat him to a bloody pulp. But it's like at the same time, I get the point. I get it. He was brain. We've seen the movies, and if you know the comic books, we know, like, me and Vertizi know how fucked up Hydra is. From Red Skull to the scientists, and there's like 3 other German scientists involved with Hydra as an organization. They brainwashed this nigga. He ain't know nothing. He couldn't do nothing about it. He was tortured.
He was basically a machine.
And I get it. Honestly, Iron Man, that it's like Batman. It's like if Batman was face to face with his parents' killers, and you said one-on-one fade, oh no, Bruce, you can't do this. You better back the fuck up, because Bruce about to kill everybody in the damn building.
I felt throughout the whole Avengers saga, like all the movies, the whole 10-year saga, it was 3 moments that humanized Tony to me. The first was when we saw him with his daughter, like that humanized him the most. The second was when he was talking to his father, with the AI and all that other shit. I forgot what movie it was, but he was like a younger version of himself or whatever. It was before his parents died or whatever. He created this scenario. But that moment when he literally said, and Cap said, man, he was brainwashing. That nigga Iron Man said, I don't care. He killed my mama. like, because I just feel like as a man, that humanizes you, because it's like, I don't give a fuck about nothing else. This nigga, because he didn't say he killed my parents. He said he killed my mom. Like, and I'm a big Cap fan. Man, Cap, you should let that nigga get that one with Bucky, bro.
Like, at least beat him to a bloody pulp.
Like, I don't know what Iron Man had beat Bucky to a bloody pulp. I don't know.
You seen the Hulk Buster? Come on.
We not finna sleep on Bucky now. But I feel like Bucky and Iron Man should have had the opportunity to have a one-on-one fight. Because I will say this, that shit was kind of fucked up when they was just double teaming that nigga. Now, I was happy when Bucky got eliminated from the fight, and it was just Cap and Iron Man. But like, yeah. Iron Man should have definitely had the opportunity to shoot the one-on-one with goddamn Bucky, and whatever happened. As long as no one died.
You talking about GFK, nigga, Ghostface Killer, Iron Man, Tony Stark would have bodied that nigga.
Time out, bro. Y'all trying to make it seem like
he would have bodied that nigga.
Let me tell you what I hate about the whole thing with Iron Man. Niggas trying to make it seem like he Batman. Iron Man got a suit. He can't fight though.
He got multiple suits.
He's better than Batman.
Because without the suit, as soon as that suit got fucked up, what did Cap do? The fight was over. Guess what? If Cap would have had to fight Batman, you could have took the suit away from Batman.
Batman got his back broke by a nigga with asthma.
He got beat up by a nigga with asthma. Know like 20 different fighting styles, bro. Man. Like Batman can actually fight. Batman can fight. Iron Man can't fight, bro.
Man. You take everything from Batman, he's fighting Cap. Cap go murder him immediately.
No, he's not gonna murder. No, he's not gonna murder. Cap is not gonna murder Batman. He might win. He might win.
He took the serum. If you take everything away from Batman, he just fighting him straight up.
Batman is peak human performance.
And Cap is 10 times that. And some. 100 times that.
Right.
And he's bigger.
Time out. Batman be Bane, nigga. Batman be Bane.
He also got his back cracked by Bane
yes.
too, nigga.
Yeah, he did get his back
cracked
by Bane.
Nigga with asthma on steroids.
Yeah, he got cracked by Bane. Cause Bane fucked up. Nigga, have you seen Bane? Y'all trying to make it seem like Bane a bitch ass nigga.
Joker beat his ass before.
I think the suit, this Iron Man, the suit is tremendous. With the suit, he would beat Bucky. Without the suit, no, he's not gonna beat Bucky. But with the suit, he's gonna beat Bucky.
With the suit, he would beat. He wouldn't beat him to a bloody pulp like C's trying to say. You're not beating Bucky to a bloody pulp.
I'm saying with the suit. That's how bad it gets, and it's like, all right.
No, it's not.
It's like, all right, Tony.
Not beating a nigga to a bloody pulp.
Hey, Tony, calm down. Don't kill him. I understand. You got
bro. You trying to make it seem like Bucky one of the ones.
So which Iron Man we talking about? This the first Iron Man suit? Okay, he had multiple suits.
We talking about the one in that scene. The one in that scene.
That nigga already had 3-4 suits, so he could have swapped in and been like,
no, hey, give me the Hulk Buster. That scene, bro. Don't be trying to get the Hulk Buster and all this. We talking about that
The
particular
nigga could have
scene.
had some Thor shit or some boom, and just body the nigga. Easy.
Yeah, just with Iron Man's first two, I think he could beat Bucky.
Yeah, he would beat. I think he would beat Bucky in every scenario, but he not beat him to a bloody pulp. Now.
Okay, so quick parallel. It's kind of adjacent. Remember Zemo?
Which one?
Yeah,
Zemo was
that was the
the
one who set up everything in
he
the
set up
Civil War.
everything. And if did you watch everybody watched the Winter Soldier and Falcon,
Yeah.
right? So the dude who escaped, he killed T'Challa's dad. Am I wrong? Right?
Yeah,
in
he
the
did.
movie.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
killed. So it's kind of like I know he was wrong, but the reason why he did it was
Come on,
like
Zemo. Yeah,
he was a terrorist, but he was also trying to get Wakanda and the world involved in shit. So it's like
yeah. Nah, he was trying to get revenge for his family. Man.
It's like-
he was mad because the Avengers were the reason why his family was gone.
and it's like would T'Challa have been wrong for bodying this nigga, which he should have? He should have.
Yeah, T'Challa should have killed that nigga, bro.
I'm saying, I
At
don't know
the end of the movie, he should have killed him, but T'Challa decided to show mercy and not kill that
Fuck
nigga.
that. I would have took one finger and swiped that nigga's neck.
But that's the problem with niggas, though. Niggas is always showing mercy to niggas. Like I'm saying, like throughout the whole Black Panther series before Chad Boseman died, like he showed mercy, bro. He showed mercy to what White Claw. They killed his own father and stuff like that. Like that's all he did was show mercy. He tried to show mercy to Michael B. Jordan, even though Michael B. Jordan had bitch slapped his sister, cussed out his mom, and took over his whole land and everything. And he was like, "Oh man, we can help you." And then luckily Michael B. Jordan killed him and said, "Nah, fuck that shit. I don't want that shit, bro. I'd rather just die." So Black Panther just whatever. But yeah, I'm team Iron Man on this one, man. I need to shoot the one, bro. You killed my mommy. That's exactly what he said. You killed my mommy. I need to shoot the one. I need to figure out what's going on with this shit. And I'm pretty sure Rose said he team Iron Man on that one too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got the I don't think he should have killed him, but if he died, he died.
Damn.
All right, Drago. If he dies, he dies.
Yeah.
Hey, since we talking about Civil War, before we wrap it up, let me just ask one general question. Who do you think, based off of the movie, had the better team? Like, what team did you, before the movie started, when you saw both teams line up, and you was like, man, that team, they're not fucking with that team. What team was you favoring?
The team that had who was Scarlet Witch on?
Cap.
She was on Cap team. Yeah, Cap team was better.
Cap team was better?
Yeah, Cap team was
So Cap team had Cap, Falcon, Scarlet Witch.
only because of the witch.
Bucky.
Bucky, and it had Hawkeye.
Yeah, because they had a lot of humans.
Oh, Ant-Man.
They had a lot of humans, but the Scarlet, even though the Scarlet Witch didn't have all her powers, she didn't show all her powers, but she's the most powerful.
Yeah,
So that's why I say his team. But if we didn't know she was the Scarlet Witch, I would probably took Iron Man's team.
Because Iron Man team had Spider-Man,
Black
Iron
Panther.
Man, Black Panther, War Machine, Black Widow, and Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Who Vision is probably the second most powerful. to be
Powerful one.
honest.
Yeah. So I
I
would.
mean, Spider-Man up there too, but this is like baby Spider-Man, like adult Spider-Man for those who know the comic books. Once he becomes a man, Spider-Man that nigga.
Yeah. So if she's not Scarlet Witch, I'm taking Iron Man. But if she's gonna be Scarlet Witch,
She's gonna be what she was in the movie.
yeah. So I'm taking Iron Man. Iron Man team had squad because they had Vision, they had Spider-Man, they had
This baby Spider-Man though.
But he was still.
Technically, it was baby Vision too.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying? Vision wasn't
but
Vision
Cap
yet.
kind of fucked Spider-Man up though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
I don't think Cap could fuck this current
wasn't-
Spider-Man.
but,
I don't think Cap could fuck this current Spider-Man up.
but the thing about it was, Cap team had more humans on it than
They did. They did. You had Vision. You had Spider-Man.
Mhm.
But the humans they did have though, man. I mean, Ant-Man, like, he wasn't nothing to fuck with though.
When it first came out, the scene where I was like, I can't wait to see Black Panther 2. Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. When Bucky was running, and then I'm trying to think who was chasing who. Who sped up on who? Was it Bucky running, and then Black Panther came out of nowhere?
Yeah, Black Panther caught him.
And he was. I seen that scene. I was like,
because at that moment he still thought he killed his father.
I was like, fucking Team Iron Man all day. They got Black Panther. That's all I need to see. And then I see this. I see them strings going across. I'm like, this is
for those who can't see because we're not on video. He basically made the Spider-Man symbol.
Yo, if you've seen the '90s version where they had Spider-Man from the '90s, where they literally had almost every damn popular Marvel character in the Spider-Man universe from the. Remember, he used to always frequent. He used to be Cap. There was literally 4 or 5 episodes. Fantastic
Wolverine, Deadpool.
They literally had episodes where Captain America and Spider-Man crossed. I seen that. I was like, this is the shit from the comic books and from the show. I'm like, team Iron Man.
Yeah. So, which one's y'all favorite Avenger? Who's y'all favorite Avenger?
Favorite Avenger. Yeah. Are we considered Spider-Man Avenger?
Yeah.
Spider-Man has always been like probably my favorite Marvel character. So
because he's part of the Avengers, so I'll say yeah.
Yeah, so Spider-Man. After Spider-Man is then Cap.
OG, true OG, Iron Man.
Yeah, I'm Team Iron Man. That's my favorite. That's my favorite guy.
Just like when I think of Avengers, OG, I'm thinking Iron Man. Then 2.
Man, in the words of Cat Williams, man. You have an affinity for losers.
Yeah, I'm taking Iron Man. That's my favorite one, and then Black Captain America. That's my second.
Oh, okay, then okay, Sam.
I also say this.
Oh, and then Thor is number 3 for me.
The most underrated is Ant-Man, and he's actually on the same level, if not in certain aspects above all the smart people involved, even the Fantastic Four. So Pym, because you got Pym and you got the other guy.
But that's what I'm saying. It depends on what version of Ant-Man we're talking about.
But them together, Ant-Man. I've seen snippets of the show. He got some serious shit, man. You know, it's a reason why he's.
And also, third for me would be the Scarlet Witch. Like I like her.
Because to be honest, like she's technically a mutant, bro. She's technically part of the X-Men.
Yeah, I like her.
You know. Which Caesar already knows she's part of the D-Day in X-Men. So yeah, she's that bitch, bro. When you can take away all the mutants' powers on Earth, you a bad motherfucker, bro. Final thoughts, y'all.
Yeah, man, it's just a lot of shit going on in the world right now. I know I keep saying that we're wrapping shit up at the end of the year, man. You know, stay safe out there, people.
Yeah, man. So you know. I was hearing a sermon the other day, and one of my favorite verses has always been 1 Corinthians 13:11, which is when I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. And as I got older, that verse, you know, has kind of meant different things because as you become an adult, you think to yourself, okay, I'm gonna become an adult. And childish things is just going to leave me alone. This shit is going to leave me alone. I'm going to become a Christian and I'm not going to have to deal with certain things. But in reality, when you really fully understand that verse and you become an adult, like what really has to happen, you have to go back and listen to that last part. I put away childish things. And sometimes as we become adults, as we become grown men, just like how you tell your kids to put away their toys, the toys ain't going to put themselves away. You got to put childish things away. And you got to be accountable for your actions. You have to be a grown-ass adult and understand if I don't leave this shit alone, if I don't put this shit away, I'm still going to have to deal with it. And sometimes that's what a lot of times we struggle with as individuals is we don't want to take the accountability and the responsibility of understanding we have to be the ones to actually put aside certain things in our life so we can actually achieve what we're supposed to achieve. In the words of Airbnb and Rakim, peace.
Yeah, y'all can catch us at the next light, man. We in traffic, and I'm back quiet.
Mr. DJ Rose, Verteezy, and C's, welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. strap your seatbelt, go and sell our land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.